Chosen 1 June 19th, 2025 is a gift for you. You will feel good. June 19th. 2025 is not just another date on the calendar. This day has been intentionally wrapped and sealed by divine forces and delivered straight to your spirit. This day is not random. It's appointed, it's tailored, it's sent like a sacred message, with your name etched across it on this day. You won't just notice a shift. You'll feel it not just in your mind or body, but deep within your soul. There is something gentle yet powerful resting over this date. And if you are listening closely, if you are in tune with your inner knowing, you've already begun to feel the warmth of it, the calm, the quiet rising of joy, the release of pressure. Chosen 1 June 19th is a gift. You didn't ask for it in this exact way, but you've attracted it. And now it's here. This is why it's so important that you stay with this message until the end. Let this video pour over you like clarity, like a warm light, cutting through all confusion, and leave a comment of your warmest wishes, and 99 to activate this moment in your spirit. This is your chapter of alignment. Wishes are coming to life, so speak them. This is how we energize the divine frequency that responds to faith, love, and vision, so say it with me in your soul. I receive what this day brings. Now, Chosen, one like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's unfold the deeper truth behind June 19th, because this is not just a positive moment. It's a healing one, a correcting one, a restoring one. It brings with it the echo of all the moments you felt forgotten. It washes through the hard chapters like rainfall on cracked earth. This day carries sacred softness. It whispers peace, where chaos once screamed, and without you needing to fight or force it, it begins to move things into alignment for you. This is why your heart will feel lighter. You won't be able to explain it fully because it's spiritual, it's internal, but you'll walk differently, you'll look up more, you'll trust again, because June 19th is coded with restoration. The universe itself is shifting in your favor, like the opening of a long-awaited letter that simply says, "You are safe, now the struggle is over." What you need to understand is that when a day is appointed, everything that happens within it becomes orchestrated with purpose. The conversations you have, the small blessings that show up unexpectedly, the news you receive, even the quiet moments will feel divine, not because they are loud, but because they're real, because they touch something in you that had grown weary from hoping Chosen one. Your sensitivity today is not a weakness, it's an activation. This day is tuned to your emotions, your senses, your longings, and for once, the world around you will feel like it's catching up to your inner vision. That's how you'll know this isn't a coincidence. This is grace. Now let me speak. This over you with full spiritual authority. June 19th is going to revive your spirit, not just motivate it for a moment, revive it. There is energy moving now that is realigning you with what is yours. You're going to notice delays lifting, misunderstandings clearing, and new pathways emerging without the stress you expected. Yes, something is shifting behind the scenes. You won't have to force your way forward anymore. This day marks the start of flow returning to your life. The divine is clearing out resistance, confusion, and stagnation, and replacing it with lightness, laughter, and alignment. Don't be surprised if you feel unexpectedly joyful, or if you suddenly remember something important about yourself, because this day is going to remind you of you. This is also a day where you may find answers that have lingered in your soul for years. A silent confirmation may arrive. A long-standing ache may finally begin to dissolve. And even if it doesn't come through a thunderous miracle, it will still come, maybe in a song, a sentence, a stranger's kindness. The universe speaks in many ways, and today it's speaking softly but intentionally. Are you listening, chosen one, because this message has been circling the heavens, waiting for a heart like yours to hear it? You are stepping into divine timing, and divine timing isn't always loud or grand. At first, it's often peaceful. It makes you breathe deeper. It gives you room. And that's what June 19th is: room, space to heal, space to grow, space to feel good again without fear that it will be taken from you. This day doesn't ask you to earn joy. It offers joy freely because you are aligned with it. Now, you've done enough clearing. You've done enough holding on. Now is your time to receive with ease. The more you surrender into this day, the more it will open up. It's like a present wrapped in layers, and with each hour another layer peels back. You'll be amazed at how light this day feels, how guided you suddenly are, how even the smallest details fall perfectly into place. The timing of events, the way people speak to you, the way your body feels more relaxed. It's as though you've stepped into an energetic current that's been waiting for you all along. You've aligned with something that was always yours. But today, it finally meets you where you are, and it embraces you as you move through. June 19th. Don't resist the good. Let it reach you. Don't question why it's happening now. Just say thank you. Gratitude is the language of receptivity. Gratitude is how we say yes to more. Let your spirit say yes today. You don't need to solve everything. You don't need to push. This day is a divine offering, not a divine test. So receive it like a gift. Open your heart to the gentle miracles that come wrapped in calm. This is your restoration day, your comfort day, your confirmation day, and deep down you already know it. There's something sacred about a moment that doesn't demand your effort, but instead invites your surrender. That's what this day is. It's not about what you can do, it's about what is already being done for you. Chosen one, you've spent enough time striving, fixing, proving. But this season, and especially this day, is teaching you a new rhythm. Divine ease. There is a pace being set today that carries your breakthrough without exhausting your soul. It knows how to reach you in gentleness. It doesn't pressure you to perform, it allows you to exist and be held in peace. This is a different kind of shift. Not chaotic, not overwhelming, but healing. Effortless and kind. You will begin to notice that you're not reacting to things the same way you used to. The tension that normally would rise in your body seems quieter now. The urgency that used to stir up anxiety in your chest feels distant. Why? Because something inside you is aligning with higher truth. It's not just the world that's changing, it's you. You're being brought into harmony with divine timing. The divine isn't rushing this process, it's romancing it. And June 19th is your sacred dance with destiny. Your inner clock is syncing up with divine flow. That's why everything feels a little lighter, a little clearer, a little softer. And you don't have to explain this to anyone. Not everyone will feel what you're feeling today. Not everyone will understand the gift. June 19th truly is, because it wasn't sent for them. It was marked for you. You were the one that heaven whispered to you, were the one who stayed quiet in your waiting. You were the one who showed up even when you didn't feel seen. And now this moment is heaven's answer. I saw you, I heard you, and now I'm blessing you. That's what this day means. There is something about divinely appointed dates that shift atmospheres. They don't follow logic. They override delays. They create sudden open doors. But even more than external shifts, these days activate internal upgrades. Today, something is expanding inside of you. You may not fully grasp it right now, but your spirit does. It's like your inner world is being polished, elevated, upgraded. You're beginning to reflect more light. You're speaking from more wisdom. You're walking in more confidence. And guess what? It's not coming from effort. It's coming from grace, That's what you're stepping into. Grace not the kind that barely helps you get by, but the kind that overwhelms you with its perfection, the kind that makes you feel loved without needing to earn it. Chosen, 1 June 19th, is a grace day. It erases past burdens. It untangles the things that used to make you second guess your worth. It speaks directly to your heart and says, you don't have to carry that anymore. There is divine lightness over this moment. And it's freeing you more than you know. Have you noticed the clarity in your thoughts today? That's not a coincidence. The fog you've been under is lifting. The confusion is breaking, where you once felt paralyzed by overthinking. Now you feel a growing calm. This isn't just mental, it's spiritual. The noise is being replaced with guidance. And the best part, that guidance feels good. It doesn't come with fear or uncertainty, it comes with peace. Because when the divine leads, it confirms instead of confuses. And today, the guidance you're receiving is gentle, undeniable, and full of light. Don't be surprised if something is revealed to you today, something that puts old struggles into perspective. You might suddenly see why things had to unfold the way they did. You may receive insight into a decision you've been wrestling with. Or maybe someone from your past reaches out not to pull you back, but to show you how far you've come. This is a revealing day, and what it reveals will bring you peace, not pain. You are ready for this clarity. You are ready for this knowing. You are ready to move forward from a grounded place. This is the day your heart starts beating, in rhythm with joy again. Not fake joy, not temporary hype, but real, grounded, spiritual joy, the kind that radiates from your soul and colours everything around you, the kind that doesn't need to be explained or justified. It simply exists because you exist, the kind that whispers, you've arrived at a peaceful place. Let that joy rise in you today. Let it reach every corner of your being. Don't hold it back. Don't minimize it. Let it become you, because you are the one who has chosen to receive this. And that matters. It matters that you're still here. It matters that you didn't give up. It matters that you stayed kind through the pain, that you believed. Even when belief was hard, that you kept your heart open. Even when life didn't seem fair. That's why this day is for you. It's not a reward, it's a reflection, a mirror of your spirit. June 19th is answering the vibration you've been releasing. And now what you've poured out is returning with interest, goodness, peace, rest, love, fulfillment. So walk into this day with quiet power. You don't need to announce your blessing, just live in it. Let it be seen through your energy. Let it move through your conversations. Let people notice that something about you feels different today, because it is, you are different. You are rising. And it's showing even the things you haven't said yet are beginning to be felt. The universe is responding to your frequency, and your frequency is golden. Let June 19th be the day you finally breathe without bracing the day. You laugh without guilt. The day you make decisions from peace, not panic. The day you understand that divine timing really does show up. And when it does, it feels like this calm, powerful, holy, full of quiet joy and deep certainty. And most of all, it feels like love, because that's what this day is, a divine love letter written in time. And it was sent to you. Sometimes the greatest shifts come not in the thunder, but in the stillness. And this is one of those days you may not hear a trumpet announcing your breakthrough. You may not see fireworks signaling change, but within you something sacred is stirring. It's the quiet evidence of transformation chosen. One you're walking through, a divine reset that doesn't require noise to prove its power. It is internal, unshakable, and lasting. June 19th is here to remind you of the soft strength you carry. It's the day heaven whispers to your weary soul, "You are enough as you are." And more is coming today. The atmosphere around you is more tender than usual. And that's not just emotion, it's divine sensitivity. You're tuned into the higher frequencies. Now, things that would have slipped past you before are catching your spirit's attention. You're seeing signs. You're catching glimpses of deeper meanings. That's not coincidence, that's alignment. You're finally in the energy where clarity flows naturally. You're not chasing answers anymore. They're finding you. You're not pushing doors open. They're unlocking at your presence, because this day is a divine invitation, not a challenge. You don't need to win anything today. You only need to receive notice how your body feels, more open. Your breath feels deeper. That's the result of spiritual relief entering your nervous system. You're no longer carrying burdens that were never yours to hold, even if nothing external changed. Yet you have changed, and because of that, your world is about to mirror it back. Today is calibrating you for the ease that's coming. It's preparing your energy to live in peace, in joy, in balance, and you don't have to wait months to feel it. This is your now. This is the doorway you've long been approaching, and now you're stepping through it. What's beautiful about June 19th is how naturally it draws you into self-ream, not in an egoic way, but in a divine one. You're remembering your essence, your worth, your place in this world. You're not begging for belonging anymore. You're reclaiming your identity. There's something in the air today that calls you back to your center. It says you've always been whole. You've just been distracted from it. And that's why today feels like healing, because it's dissolving the illusions. It's clearing the fog of false beliefs. It's removing the dust of old shame and revealing the treasure of your soul. This is not just a day of comfort, it's a day of remembering. You're remembering how far you've come, how strong you are, how many storms you've endured without losing your softness. You've been refined, not ruined. This is the day that acknowledges your resilience, that wraps around you like a warm wind and says, "Rest, brave one. You've made it further than you think." That's the hidden power of today. It honors what couldn't be seen. It rewards the private battles, the invisible efforts, the silent tears. It brings dignity back to your story. You may find yourself emotional today, not because you're weak, but because you're finally safe enough to feel you're not bracing for the next blow. You're not hyper-analyzing. What's wrong for once your nervous system is saying, "We're okay"? That's the real blessing of June 19th. Safety, emotional grounding, divine assurance. You can let your guard down today, not because life is perfect, but because grace is surrounding you. Let it hold you. Let yourself exhale. You don't have to be in control today. You just need to be present. The people who cross your path today will also feel different. More aligned, more meaningful. It's as if life is sending mirrors to reflect back the new energy you're walking in. You'll feel more connected, more seen, more heard. Even the strangers you encounter may offer a word or a gesture that resonates deeply. That's because your energy is speaking before you do. You've stepped into a day where heaven and earth are working together to affirm. You pay attention, respond with your heart. This is a day where even the smallest encounters carry divine resonance. And there's more today. Doesn't just bring emotional or spiritual clarity. It also shifts physical experiences. Something tangible may begin to move. A door opens an idea, clicks an opportunity that once felt blocked, starts to open. Don't question how it's part of the alignment. When your energy aligns with peace, your path aligns with provision. And today, chosen one, your path is wide open. You may receive good news. You may notice money flowing more easily. A delayed message may finally come through. This is the ripple effect of walking in divine timing. Even time itself feels different today. It doesn't feel rushed. It doesn't feel heavy. The minutes are moving in harmony with your intentions. That's the gift of spiritual flow. It bends time to serve your highest good. So don't be surprised if you get more done with less effort, or if what once felt complicated suddenly becomes clear. You're not operating in normal time today. You're in divine rhythm, and in divine rhythm, nothing is forced, nothing is wasted, nothing is delayed, everything is aligned. This is also a perfect moment for vision work. Let yourself dream again. Visualize without limits. Speak with confidence. Affirm what you desire, not from a place of desperation, but from a place of certainty. June 19th supports manifestation. It empowers your declarations. The universe is listening, and more importantly, it is responding. Speak from the heart, not the wound. You're not asking for miracles today. You're welcoming them. You're making space for joy by believing in it again. Let this be the day you stop doubting the good. Let this be the day you stop expecting the worst. Let this be the day you realize that feeling good isn't dangerous, it's divine. You were created to live in light. You were formed for joy. You were designed for beauty. You were meant to experience peace. Today is proof that all of that is still available to you. Even if life tried to convince you otherwise, June 19th arrives to say no more lack, no more fear, only good. So don't resist the joy that finds you today. Don't shrink from the kindness that surrounds you. Don't question the peace that enters. Receive it, embrace it, live in it. This is not a trick. This is not a temporary escape. This is your spiritual environment, catching up to your true identity. And the more you relax into it, the more you'll realize it was always meant for you. Chosen One, today is not only a gift, it's a divine confirmation. You're being shown what it feels like when timing finally aligns with destiny. This day is not rushed. It doesn't require you to chase or prove. It carries a deep, holy assurance that everything meant for you is already finding its way into your life. June 19th. Whispers this over your soul. You don't need to fear missing out. What is yours can never be lost, and when this truth begins to settle inside of you, your nervous system begins to calm. Your energy steadies and your vision clears. This is the moment when alignment replaces anxiety, when hope no longer feels fragile but secure. This is the day your internal compass stops spinning from confusion and starts pointing clearly toward peace. You're no longer guessing your way through life. You're guided, you're anchored, you're present. There's nothing left to earn, only more to receive. That's the power of divine timing. And today, it's flowing fully in your favor. You'll begin to notice that even in the things that didn't go your way, there's a strange sense of peace today, not because the outcome changed, but because you did. Your spirit has elevated, your heart has matured. You're no longer looking for answers in the pain. You're finding wisdom in the healing. This is an elevated level of living. This is emotional sovereignty. It's what happens when a soul has been kissed by divine clarity. And today, that's exactly what's happening to you. Sometimes the gift isn't in what appears, it's in what clears. And today, June 19th, is removing clutter from your spirit, old doubts, outdated beliefs, lingering guilt and past emotional shadows. They're lifting, they're being washed away in this calm cosmic wave. And it doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel like work. It just feels right, like something you didn't know was out of place is finally being corrected without force. That's how the divine works. It doesn't just fix it. Restores. This restoration is what will carry you into the next season of your journey. But don't get ahead of yourself. Stay with today. There is something miraculous happening now. You're not just preparing for tomorrow. You're receiving power in the present. This day carries weight. It carries authority. It carries spiritual intelligence. Don't underestimate what can happen in the stillness of Now, don't minimize what is being deposited into your heart. As you breathe, reflect and simply exist in this gift of a moment. You don't need to do more. You don't need to achieve anything else to be worthy of what's unfolding. You just need to be here. That's enough. You are enough. And when you fully grasp that, something will click in your spirit. You'll stop overcompensating. You'll stop hustling for validation. You'll stop shrinking when others can't see your value, because you'll realize on a deep level that your worth has never been up for debate. It's divine. And today it's being mirrored back to you through peace. Watch how easily today flows when you stop forcing and start allowing. Watch how life becomes smoother when you trust its rhythm instead of resisting it. Watch how problems seem to soften when you lead with presence instead of panic. That's the magic of spiritual alignment. It doesn't eliminate every challenge, but it transforms how you face them. You become unshaken. You become calm in the chaos. You become someone who leads their life with light. Today is teaching you that joy is not something you chase. It's something you embody. And as you move through this sacred space, you'll feel that joy rising naturally. Maybe it shows up in your laughter, in a conversation that feels refreshing, in a quiet walk that calms your mind, in a memory that returns not to haunt you, but to heal you. That's joy, that's presence, that's today. There is nothing small about what's happening in your life right now. Even if it looks ordinary from the outside, it's extraordinary on the inside. Don't let appearances fool you. The shift has already begun. And soon, what's happening spiritually will begin to manifest. Physically, you'll see changes in your relationships, in your environment, in your opportunities, in your finances, and they won't come from striving. They'll flow from the stillness you embraced today. That's the real reward, not just the outcome, but the state of being that births it, chosen one. Today, you are operating in divine flow. You're not asking permission. You're not waiting for outside validation. You're not reacting to old fears. You're moving in knowing you're radiating clarity. You're walking in light, and the world around you is beginning to respond, because energy never lies, and today your energy is gold. Let yourself feel proud of how far you've come. Let yourself appreciate the journey. Even the messy parts, let yourself celebrate the unseen growth. You've outgrown so much, you've released so much, and now you're rising quietly, powerfully, elegantly, and June 19th is the day you know it. So here's what I want you to carry with you as you move through the rest of this day. You don't need to fight for what's already yours. You don't need to chase what's meant for your peace. You don't need to fix what's already falling away on purpose. You don't need to convince anyone of your value. You are already worthy. You are already aligned. You are already in position to receive. The only thing left for you to do is trust it. Let today remind you how good life can feel when you stop running and start receiving. Let today heal the part of you that thought things had to be hard to be real. Let today show you what it feels like to be guided, held and seen by the universe itself. Because that's what's happening right now in this very moment. And it's not ending. It's only beginning. There's a quiet momentum building in your life today. Chosen one, it's the kind of momentum that doesn't create noise, but shifts atmospheres. It's not the kind that demands attention. It radiates presence. This is what divine movement looks like when it's rooted in peace. There's no stress, no scrambling, just calm, clear, powerful alignment. That's the gift of June 19th, 2025. It's a day that realigns you not just with what you want, but with who you truly are. You might look around and wonder why this moment feels so different, why you suddenly feel more aware, more trusting, more open. That's not coincidence. It's because your soul is awakening to a truth that has always been within you, that the goodness you've longed for isn't coming from the outside in, it's being activated from the inside out. The beauty of this day is that it awakens your own light, and once that light is turned on, nothing outside you can dim it again. Let this day teach you something essential. Real power is peaceful. The most radiant people aren't loud, they're clear, they don't chase energy, they carry it. And right now, you're beginning to embody that. You're not forcing anything, yet doors are opening. You're not begging for attention, yet you're being seen. You're not working overtime to be chosen because you are the chosen one. And that recognition starts within this day, wraps that truth around you like a warm cloak, whispering to your soul, you don't need to become. You already are. Take a deep breath. Let this truth settle in your chest. You are already in the place where everything can begin to flow. You've done the work, you've held on through the storms, you've remained grounded through chaos. And now, this day is the evidence that none of that was in vain. This is the kind of day that makes all your waiting worth it. Not because something big explodes in your life, but because something real anchors itself in your heart. It's the beginning of a new chapter where ease and worthiness walk beside you. You're being guided with gentleness. Today, don't mistake that for weakness. Divine gentleness is the most potent force there is. It disarms fear, heals wounds, and rewrites narratives. And today, the gentleness of God is covering you like a healing balm. You're safe to be soft again, safe to believe, again, safe to let joy back in without wondering when it will leave. This is not a temporary burst of happiness. This is a lasting restoration of your trust and goodness. So here's what I want you to do today. Notice the softness. Pay attention to how things flow without effort. Watch for the little signs that prove the universe is working in your favor. A kind word, a new opportunity, an inner calm you haven't felt in years. Let those little confirmations become your guideposts. Don't rush, don't overanalyze. Just receive. That's your divine assignment today. You don't need to worry about tomorrow. June 19th is enough. It holds everything you need. You don't need to solve your entire life today. You just need to breathe through this one sacred gift of a day and allow it to work its gentle miracle inside you. The path forward is being prepared in ways you can't yet see, but you'll feel it, and that's more important. Today is not about control, it's about trust. The transformation that's happening inside you is quiet, but it's monumental. And soon, the outside world will begin to reflect it. You're going to notice that you attract different conversations, that you're pulled toward new environments, that your spirit rejects. What no longer aligns and calls in what honors your evolution, that's not something you'll need to force. It will happen naturally, because once you know your worth, your energy does the talking. Today is the turning point in your energy. It's where past patterns begin to lose their power, where outdated mindsets dissolve, where fear no longer rules your decisions. June 19th isn't about escaping life. It's about returning to it, fully present, fully whole. You're no longer surviving, you're thriving, and this is the moment you feel it in your bones. This shift is permanent, not because everything will be perfect from this point forward, but because you are no longer the same. You've tapped into something unshakable, an inner foundation that can't be moved by circumstances. You're rooted now, and that changes everything. This is the energy that opens new doors without knocking, that attracts new abundance, without effort, that calls in divine connections, without chasing. This is the real you, and this is your season to walk in it.